Alright, motherfucker, listen up. This is for the fucking homies steady giving no fucks. If you wanna join the party, put your middle fingers up. And when the music fucking hits, you better jump.
Well, happy Halloween, everyone. How in the heck are you guys tonight? Everyone, please say hi to me. Hello, everyone. I need to go trick-or-treating, or somebody needs to go trick-or-treating for me. I need all the candy. Just Reese's and Skittles and shit like that. Happy Halloween, everybody. Thank you for joining the stream, man. We got a little bit to go over today. Got a little bit to go over today, folks. What's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? How the heck are you guys, man?
Aggressive Defiance TV. Aggressive as fuck.
You guys, what's up, man? I hope everybody's had a beautiful holiday. $100 popcorn balls? Oh, wow. Damn. Hello, guys. I see y'all in the chat, man. Good seeing y'all. You guys are awesome. Sorry. Trying to deal with some other things here. All right. Has anybody seen the updates? I'm sure lots of people have seen the updates. Lots of people have thought about it. There's no 100% proof of the things that we're hearing or seeing, right? But I would say they're probably on par. They're probably on par. So I want to bring up a little video. Candyman's great. Let me bring up a little video of Mr. Brian Kody. And Brian Kody has thrown his hat in. He's thrown his hat in, y'all. How quickly I hear that, pretty bird. Fire. Garter belts are the shit. They are. Hold on, man. Let me pause it. Bring it back. I don't know if you guys have seen this. I think some of you don't pay attention to the Facebook stuff. So here it is, guys. We'll talk. I'm going to let this play and then we'll talk about it afterwards. Okay. Let me turn up the volume a little bit for you guys.
This video is necessary, and it's something that I've been wanting to do for the last couple of days. It comes with a very, very
me too, Betsy.
Heart, and it comes with
I still feel good about him.
I guess disorientated thoughts, and it comes with concern. But I am going to have to step back and step away from engaging with the Whitakers and the content with the Whitakers and making videos with the Whitakers and that kind of thing. Now, behind the scenes, Off camera, I will still be available if Larry and Betty needs anything, if they need, a load of groceries, or if they need a load of firewood. I will still be available for that. But as far as making content that is Whitaker related, I'm not going to be on here talking about them, just me and the camera, and I'm not going to have the camera on them down at their house. And there's a very good reason behind that. I know a lot of you guys have been very negative and said that, this is a scam, and that this is, for money, and that this is for views and that kind of thing. And that's, that's not the case. The situation is that, we're at a point where it's time to, to move forward with some things, and we're not making any progress just making videos and people just commenting and leaving, all the negativity. It's not helping. It's not making things better, if that makes any sense. Because I can go down there and film today, and there's going to be 150,000 views, everybody wanting an update on Betty and Larry, but nothing is changing. 80% of you guys are here because of the Whitakers, and 80% of you guys have said a lot of negative things about me, and you've made this situation about me. You've thrown
I
my
agree.
background
I
out
agree.
there. You've speculated all these things about me and slandered me and said that I was this and I was that. And in all reality, I wasn't any of that. I wasn't the bad guy that I used to be. And my background has absolutely nothing to do with what I'm doing with the Whitakers. Nothing has. It doesn't even fall on the periodic table. What I did 10, 15 years ago has nothing to do with the person that I am today, and it has nothing to do with the help that I was trying to give them. And I have said in my videos a lot of negative things about Patrick and Eric, and I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm just going to let whatever happens with that. I've said that we're here for the clicks, we're here for the views, and if we make some money, then good. We're going to help the Whitakers, and we're going to take that money and get them a house, and we're going to get them a car and all that. And that didn't happen. So I'm just done with all that. I don't want any more of that negativity for me, for you, or from you, or you guys, or anybody. And so now I think I'm just going to start making content, talking to you guys about stuff like that, maybe go on some trips. I really appreciate the guys that, you guys, girls, whatever, that stuck around and stayed here. If y'all want to unfollow and you want to move on, that's why y'all were here, for the Whitaker content. So I won't hold it against you if you take off. If my follower count goes down, my view count goes down, it is what it is, because it's not going to hurt me any at this point. For those of you who believe in me as a person and stick around, I appreciate it. Maybe we'll show you guys some cool stuff here in the next week or so. Y'all have a good weekend.
All right. So I haven't been floating around on Facebook much. Could somebody fill me in? I've heard that Larry said something, nothing to do with Larry. I think it has to do with the 3 that aren't coming home. I think it has to do with the 3 that aren't coming home. And yeah, everyone is backing away. That's what I'm thinking too. Get down. What do you want, man? What do you want, man? You've ate. Yeah. I think it's probably good for the Whitakers at some point. It's probably good for everybody to back away too. I don't believe the 3 are coming home. I've also heard through the grapevine, not going to say who, but it's pretty good source, that Larry gave the truck back to Patrick 4 days ago. Yeah, he loves me. He's still up here. He's right here. It's all about Valium. Valium work when you need them. Yeah. They are way too popular for their own good. For their own good, man. I'm not sure why everyone is backing away, but it's starting to become a shit show. And it's probably good that people do. Yeah, I heard that also. And that would be true if they're wards of the state. I mean, you can't film, you can't have anything to do with those other three. And look what's destroyed them, those fucking cameras. If I was a Whitaker, I wouldn't want nothing to do with content or anything like that because I would look at what it's already done to my life, what it's already caused. And it ain't even the fact that that is what caused it, right? There's going to be, 590 versions of the truth. I think it's just that there's so much negativity that surrounds it. It needs a break, man. It needs a break. I think it needs a break. But I also heard from a very good source that 4 days ago, Larry gave Patrick the Range Rover back. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I asked that question, but I didn't get an answer. Hopefully I could give you an answer, but I'm not going to bug people, you know. That's pretty sad. Maybe it's because people are stepping away and he was like, fuck it. I'm getting up out of here. Patrick could have asked for it back. Larry could have given it back. Patrick was driving it. That's true. I'm not sure who did what. I'm just giving you the information as it's given to me. And hopefully Brian will come up here in some time. I'll give him some time, man. You know, maybe he'll come up here and talk to us about it, you know. I hopefully left in with good rapport with him. You know what I mean? I ain't dogged him or nothing. He's a good guy to me. I think it takes a hell of a person to say, all right, I'm not doing this shit, man. It's not worth it. Yeah, they haven't seen no money hardly, man, and they're not going to now, sadly. BJ was not driving. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Larry gave it back. Okay. I don't know why you would just give a truck back though. That sounds a little odd to me that Larry just gave it back. I don't think somebody without a vehicle is just going to give their truck away to somebody back after it's been given to them. I don't know why, but who knows? Who freaking knows, man? Yeah, I don't know. If that's what I think maybe the Whitakers themselves have put a stop to it. Think Brian was fed up with the shit show. It could be. We will never see those three again. Not unless somebody goes and gets custody of either one of them or all three of them, and then they decide to film them. But in no case will you ever see those three again on camera. Not while they're wards of the state. I promise you on that. It doesn't concern us. It don't. I'm not worried about why. I just want to give the information to you as I get it, you know? I think people would still watch Betty. I think people would still watch the story. I think it's just spun so out of fucking control. Who knows? Yeah, who knows, man? Who knows? It's spun so far out of control that, like, even Brian jumping in to try to help, he got fucking so much heat. It was pitiful, y'all. Yeah, he got so much heat. It was pitiful. And then we got this. Now, I just seen this. And I thought, well, we could see. if it pertains to this. I think it does. So we'll see what you guys have to say. It got way out of control. Fact.
Friday. Hope everybody's doing good. Got plans this weekend to go out and have a good time, and hoping that you guys are going to behave yourself. Well, no, don't do that. That's not fun. Never fun. I wanted to come on just for a second and let you guys know that kind of what's going on in my world right now. But before I do that, today's a real important day for the Whitaker family, and Betty and Larry are going to they're going to go to the judge and talk about, I guess, visitation rights for Ray, Timmy, and Lorraine. Maybe it's with APS, Adult Protection Services. I'm not sure, but I do know that there's a meeting today.
Please hit that like button. Happy Halloween to the chat.
Visitation. A lot of us are torn on whether they should even be there or not. We've seen a lot of feedback on Facebook, which is good and bad. I mean, there's been some comments very, very negative, but for the most part, you can tell.
Me too, Rhonda.
And I do want to also address that.
What's up, Kitty?
I'm driving right now. I apologize for being kind of fragmented, but when you go back to this meeting they have today, it's critical because, you know, for folks that haven't been following along, the family was separated abruptly, unexpectedly, and there were 3 mentally challenged family members that were I guess they were being scrutinized for the living conditions, in safety reasons, that kind of thing, which
Hey, Kitty.
questionable as to how that all came about, but it doesn't matter. That's not why I'm on here. But the family has not been able to see them in over a month. My personal opinion about that is they haven't been given a reason either. They're just saying that they weren't living in the right conditions, that kind of thing. Well, what are the right conditions? They've just learned recently what that is, but they've gotten no feedback at all on their health.
Happy Halloween,
Kat. They're doing good, and I hope they're doing good, and I hope that that's what's really going on. But that's not what always happens. You could just Google things that happening in nursing homes and in the custody of the state, that kind of thing. And again, I'm not suggesting that there's any foul play or anything like that going on, but just because somebody says it doesn't mean it's so, and doesn't represent all 3 family members. One of them, in my personal opinion, Timmy, doesn't even belong there. He can take care of himself. He's very high functional. He's been seen out in the town shopping, must be with one of the people that are either a counselor or care worker or something like that. I'm not really
That's
sure
not his photo, guys.
Get out there. But he was just living his
fuck?
best days. He was fishing and zip lining and doing all kinds of things.
What the fuck,
going to
bro?
bluegrass festivals, my God.
What in the fuck, bro? What the fuck? This is why right here. Here, this creep motherfucker comes up here and says, yeah, that photo of Timmy. That is not Timmy, y'all. That is not Timmy. What's up, Lily? Hey, Oda May. Yeah, I've seen the video about Patrick going to jail. I've seen all of his charges. I know about them all. This is Ernie Evans. He was the person that tried to get involved early on when they were taken away. And he got shunned. I'm not trying to say nothing bad about Ernie. Forgive me, Ernie, for like getting loud, but like, come on, man. This is why, man. That's not fucking Timmy, bro. Well, thank you so much. We just want the best for the Whitakers on this channel. I do. I can't speak for everyone, but I can speak for most people. I think they did. I think they got bad news today, man. I do. Yeah, I'm not saying nothing bad about Ernie. He just don't know. You know what I mean? But you can't be spreading this misinformation that that's Timmy. The dude that posted it wasn't even around any of the Whitakers. Fucking didn't even know anything about the Whitakers. He just knew who they were and was like, "Look, this looks like Timmy, so I'm gonna post this." Like, come on, man. It was not Timmy. Yeah, Ernie was smart enough to get out of it. I witnessed that. I think I was gonna do one video on him, and then I seen he was smart enough to get out of it. So I was like, I'm not gonna fuck with Ernie. Yeah, I think they got bad news today, man. That's my biggest guess. And look, let me tell you this. Nobody feel heartbroken. Nobody feel pain because we all knew that there's a big, big chance that this was going to happen. Big, big chance. And I commend you, Brian, for at least trying to step in and do something. I do. It's just bad timing. And like I said, man, just bad timing. Maybe you could have did something better early on, man. Yeah, I could tell Ernie's good. He's a good person. But, you know, we thought all these other people were good people too. I still don't think different about Patrick. He's all right with me too. But like, if people are saying, "Hey, I'm dipping out of it," I get it, man. I totally understand why. I do. I totally understand why nobody would want to deal with it now. And maybe the Whitaker said, enough is enough. Maybe. Because if you think about it, the family has been ripped apart because of cameras. You know, before them cameras were around again, they were living happily ever after. That's just the truth, man. Maybe I'll give Brian some time, a few days or something, see if he'll come over here and talk to us. Give us a little inside information. He don't have to if you don't want to. But I think we're good. We have a good rapport. Yeah, I think it's over with. It's good. It's a good thing, man. You're right. It may be the best for all involved. Here, who am I to say? Oh no, I want it to keep going. I want it to keep going. No, I don't want it to keep going. We all knew this would be probably the outcome too. Anyway, right? What's up, Nora?
I mean, all that's been taken away because of some opinions and that kind of thing. So
I hope Eddie can still
I'm
see
not
them.
here to convince anybody of how I feel. There's some people that are adamant that they're in the best hands and they belong there. If you ask the family members, they're nonverbal, but you just have to.
Ooh, we got a happy Halloween sticker, y'all.
You get to see them today, which
we got a happy Halloween super chat. Look at that. Pretty bird. Thank you for being my friend. Happy Halloween to you again. Yeah.
Right now, 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 right now.
Thank you. I'm so tired. Karma, wake up, kitty. He's over there sleeping on the bed. She said, Happy Halloween.
Right now, 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 right now.
James, salute, James. Happy Halloween, everybody. This is my favorite holiday, bro. Especially when my kids were young. I loved it. I loved taking my son into haunted houses every year, especially when he was young. It was so much fun. It was really fun when he was young.
I don't think that's possible. I hope they do, but it's going to be a reunion. The first time they would have seen each other from being abruptly pulled out of their home, strapped down to a gurney, and taken in. And some of them are in their 70s. They didn't understand what was going on. Maybe they've adjusted well. Maybe they're doing good. Maybe they've made some friends there, and maybe they're real happy there. But you never. Okay, somebody's saying stop lying. If it didn't matter to you.
See, that's that bullshit.
This is Rachel.
See, man,
I don't know
that kind of shit right there that would make anybody not want to deal with this. Seriously. This is what it is. Them kind of comments right there from somebody that don't mean shit. Just a foul-ass comment, bro. Oh, you're lying. You're just lying. You don't care, really. Oh, man. Oh, that's fire, bro. Universal horror. He's a male. Yeah, he's a male. They had the boo buckets. I went to Burger King today, and I ate breakfast, and they was already in there. They was already in there at breakfast time with little candy for all the kids and shit, little Halloween buckets. It was cute. It's horrible over there. I'm done. Facebook? Yeah. Like, they're just fucking. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they don't want to be away from their family, bro.
Saying that. I didn't say I knew anything. I'm giving you my opinion, but apparently I'm not entitled to. I shouldn't even be acknowledging you right now because I wouldn't question your opinion. But that's pretty typical of somebody who doesn't have any clue of what's going on in their family at all. No clue. Zero. Don't know how they got there. Don't know why they're there. But they want to insert an opinion and tell me what my opinion should be, which I don't have the right to tell them to fuck off, Ernie. And she ain't got the right to tell me my opinion.
Tell them to fuck off, Ernie.
I've said too much already. Going back to this anyway. The important thing is that the family gets to see their family members. Again, I don't know what's going on. Typically, an attorney would be involved, and those answers would have been provided. And if there was something going on, it'd be handled. If there wasn't anything going on, then oh well. Then they may be in the best place they could be in, but we don't know that. We're just being told that. It's not my family. It's not my immediate family, but it's a situation that a lot of people care about. Millions.
I didn't have any trick-or-treaters last year. Ernie is a good guy. Hey, I don't know who Ernie is, so I'm not up here criticizing what he's saying. Hell no. I'm not that way, guys. Once again, bad timing on his part, probably. But he didn't step in anyway and try to make anything different. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't try to go over there and get content. He didn't try to go over there and stick his nose in it. Why did somebody come in his live and try to spit fucking venom on him? That's just how people are these days, bro. But I guarantee you they wouldn't say it to your face. I guarantee it. We'll be like, hi, Ernie. They're playing high school football across from me tonight. Every weekend in Indianapolis on Friday night, we have high school football. And they're getting down. You can hear the band over there getting ready. This shit's a shame, dude. You're spitting venom on anybody that says the word Whitaker. They come in my comment section. Every video, at least one person's got something stupid to say. But they never do it when we're live because I'll just drop that link and have you come up here on this camera and talk to me.
People, not just me, millions do. So we're wishing the best of all worlds that there'll be some kind of compromise that they can reach, that they can start seeing them. But I can't stop this image of the reunion of them seeing each other for the first time and over months after being taken out of their homes. It's going to be emotional. They can't go home with them. And that's going to be emotional saying goodbye too, on both sides. For Betty and Larry. And
yeah, I used to go down to Brown County.
If they get to see him. And I don't know
Nashville.
when that's going to be. I don't know what'll come out of the meeting, but I do know that
I did.
we ask you to, if you're a praying type,
Brown County.
please see Ray needs to need a nursing home.
I didn't go there this year.
Lorraine too. I agree with you, Ray. I agree with you. Ray's a different case. There's 3 different needs there. In my opinion, only my opinion, and maybe some will agree with me, but Timmy didn't belong there to begin with. He can take care of himself. Timmy was protected. There's
I'll be right back, y'all.
a question about BJ and all that stuff. I don't know. There's a lot of information has come out though. So if you're still one of those that think that he was in danger and being abused, that kind of thing, there's a lot of information online that's come out since then. And again, I'm not trying to sway your opinion, but stay up with that, because that's going to maybe, it might change yours. I don't know. It certainly changed mine. But, I don't want anybody to be in an unsafe environment. But talking about Timmy, he's one of these guys that he may be nonverbal, but he can communicate. He hears what's going on. He knows what you're saying. Now, his mother, she responds sometimes she doesn't. She requires more care. Ray, he's, Ray's a unique cat. Gotta love him. He's just unbelievable. He's not verbal, and he does require some different care because he has some other problems that are some things that would do him some good to work with some of the therapists and with some of the doctors that could help him. And I think more time there, I'm not saying he shouldn't come home, but I think the more time he spends there, if they're working on those things and they've made headway, it shouldn't be disrupted. I think they should complete that cycle if they can.
My son just came. Trick or treat. Get back. Get back, man. Let's see what I got in this bag. Get back. What we got here? Edibles. All right. Got 800 milligram edibles here. Got a sack of weed. Hold on. More edibles. Different kinds of edibles. Oh, they're all edibles. Okay, cool. Yeah, I like Halloween. Trick or treat. Trick or treat. Shit. Hell to the yeah. Hell yeah, he did. That's my boy. I want a sack of weed for Halloween. Get back, kitty. What are you doing? You're nosy. You're just nosy. I'm going to your house trick or treat. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. There's already little kids out there. They don't come to my house, I guess because I don't have no light on. I don't know. I haven't taken any. I haven't ate any. Pretty crazy. I do. I eat edibles before bed, man. They make me sleep like a baby. For real, for real.
Get him. It's incontinence. Let's just say what it is. He's another one that seems to understand what people are saying.
Yeah.
But he has some issues that could help
my kid.
The lifestyle of the whole family. Betty's getting older. She can't really clean up after him like she needed to, and that's one of the things that
my second oldest.
The more time Ray spends there,
probably
the better. I'd like to know that. That's there, but again, it's not my call. It's not anybody else's call. But okay, someone says don't trust info online. Exactly. I agree with that statement too. However,
I totally trust that, bro. Do not agree. Here's the thing. Let's say they had that date today, right? I still don't know if I trust. I kind of want to hear it from someone. Maybe Patrick needs to make a statement. Maybe Somebody else can make a statement. I don't know. I think that they've become far too well known for them to just go away like that. That's kind of fucking mean. I mean, some people do care for them. There's a lot of negativities, but like, I think there's a lot of people that still give a fuck. And I'm dead serious about that. I think there's a lot of people that still do give a fuck. So like, I think they should like at least tell us something, man. Me too, Pam. Me too. Because over there on Facebook, a lot of them people are just putting out any information to be the first to say it or do it. You know, they're just doing that, man. Just to say like they're the first to it or something like that. You know what I mean? And they do that shit on Facebook, on YouTube too. But like I see it real bad over there. Yeah, I think something's been said, or like, I think the Whitakers are probably backing out. Yeah, and hey, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not. I'm not saying it's a bad thing at all. I really ain't. What are you all over me for, dude? What's the dealio, bro? They said happy Halloween, kitty. They said happy Halloween, kitty. Get smoke out of your face. All right, man. I got something for us to react to. How about this one? I ran into this one last night after I got off here, and I said, whoa, I'm not going to watch all this. I don't know if BJ didn't make a post. No, I don't know of BJ making a post. I heard that the judge said that they won't be on camera anymore, or they're not to be on camera. I don't know. That's just shit I see on Facebook, man. Here's the post I seen, but it come through that Megan girl, Sunny girl, or whatever. Hold on. Here's the post. It says, word on the odd streets is that the state took legal custody of the three, and no one is allowed to film those three or speak of them at all on video. Betty, of course, is devastated, but this is the end, sadly. But this may be better for everyone. We can only trust the process. Who fucking knows, man? Like, I'm not going to listen to somebody that ain't even fucking has anything to do with this shit, bro. They don't have nothing to do with it. Seriously. But let's take a look at this video, man. This might have something. We got something to talk about. What's up? What's up, everybody? Happy Halloween!
Smash that like button. Aggressive Defiance TV. Aggressive as fuck.
Yeah! Let's go!
I'm suspicious of what's going on here, and admittedly and regretfully, and this is my apology to Mark, it was accusatory, and we could have gotten the same information without questioning his honor and just wording everything like we did. We could have clarified with the email. If he didn't respond, that would have been our answer. And if he did respond, there would have been our answer.
Oh boy. Okay, it's safe to say a lot happened for us to get here. So let's quickly start from the beginning. So Soft White Underbelly is a channel ran by a guy named Mark. He has a viral YouTube series on an inbred family from West Virginia known as the Whitakers. And it's safe to say the Whitakers have never really lived in the best conditions, and that's putting it extremely lightly.
Yeah, man. Was it loud? It's not turned up.
So Mark gave the Whitakers roughly $153,000 over the span of a year. A majority of this money was donated by Mark's YouTube viewers via several GoFundMes with the intent to improve the Whitakers' lives and improve their home/buy them a new home. Mark gave the money to Betty in increments over time. But as we recently found out, the daughter of Larry, BJ, and her son, Brandon, somehow obtained this money from Betty and allegedly spent a large chunk on it on various substances. The whole situation is just incredibly depressing. Tyler, who I'm talking to today, did an investigation series on one of the poorest regions in America, the West Virginian part of the Appalachian Mountains. In the last quarter of his video, he introduced the Whitaker family and Mark from Soft White Underbelly. He first tried to get in contact with the Whitakers through Mark, but was denied because they had an alleged exclusive media contract with the family. Not wanting to give up, Tyler got in contact with someone else close to the family and managed to visit and bring some household essentials. Tyler then showed the amount of money Mark raised for a new house for the Whitakers, then showed the world how the Whitakers are still living. After leaving the Whitakers' place, Tyler...
Ouch. Bad on Tyler, bro. Bad on Tyler. Tyler's nothing but a clickbait YouTuber that knows the algorithm. He knows how to use the algorithm to his advantage, and he understands the algorithm, and he'll clickbait the hell out of you. And I ain't gonna get into it.
Tyler then seemed frustrated with the situation and called out Mark's honor. Made his own GoFundMe and donated 10 grand of his own money to put towards a house or living arrangements for the Whitakers. Mark then saw this video and went on.
So damn, they got 10 from fucking Tyler too? Okay, this has gone way too far. Yeah, that's what I said yesterday, Betsy. I said, I don't know how anybody continued to follow him after he made himself look like a shitball to Mark. What the fuck?
On the offense against Tyler. He was definitely upset that Tyler framed his video like Mark didn't give the Whitakers the money. Mark then showed the receipts that he did in fact send the money to Betty, but admitted that he lied to Tyler about an exclusive media contract. The big revelation with this video is that Mark confirmed what Betty said is true and showed the money was apparently...
That just goes to show you that a lot of people that watch this shit don't give a fuck. They just don't care, y'all. They don't. They don't give a fuck what kind of person that they're talking to. They don't care if the content creator's a sleazeball. As long as that content's good. As long as the content's good. That's how anybody first heard of the Whitakers, was Soft White Underbelly. That's who you had to have learned about them from, basically. Up until Patrick and Eric, and well, Tyler.
Apparently gone. As the Whitakers allegedly had no idea where the money was.
Well, we got more money in there. I don't know.
Okay. Tyler then made a follow-up video to Mark's response, which is now deleted, while he was sitting on the toilet with Skyrim NPC music in the background. Here, he kind of kept the same tone as his original video, and honestly, that video didn't do him too many favors. The most recent update in the Whitaker family is one of the daughters, BJ, told Mark that her father, Larry, passed away and asked Mark for money for the funeral. So, Mark jumped on a plane and showed up for the funeral. And unfortunately for the Whitakers, he uncovered the truth. The dad was alive and well. There was no funeral. And just like in Tyler's video, there was no trace of the $150,000 that Mark sent to them. So Mark confronted Betty about the money.
I'm just starting to wonder about the whole gang here. Everybody.
I ain't getting into it.
What's that?
I ain't getting into it.
You're not getting into it.
31,000 to it.
I think when money gets involved, things get fishy around here.
Huh?
I think when money gets involved, things get crazy.
Yeah.
Give it 25,700 actual price.
Let me say salute to all the members of this channel for being in here tonight. I see you guys are deep. Y'all are deep. If you're not in the members only Discord, please email me so I can get you in the members only Discord. Thank you for being a member, y'all.
25,869.
But like, that was a lot of money that you guys got. Did any of that help you, or did it all go up in smoke?
No, it didn't help me.
It didn't help you.
That was the biggest shock of his video. Mark sent her over $150,000 and apparently it didn't help her. The other revelation was that BJ talked about actually having some sort of contract with Mark after all. Meanwhile, tied up in the middle of this chaos, Ray, Timmy, and Lorraine they're just not there enough to understand what's actually going on, and they suffer as a result. So I reached out to both Mark and Tyler to see if any of them wanted to come onto my channel and go a little bit more into detail on what happened and what's going to happen moving forward. And both of them actually responded very quickly, but Tyler was the only one who wanted to come onto the channel. So here's my conversation with Tyler first. Thank you, Tyler, for coming on and doing this.
Thank you for having me, man.
No worries. So just so we're on the same page with everything, I'm going to kind of go through like the TLDR of the situation. Soft White Underbelly is a channel run by a guy named Mark, and he gave the Whitakers.
Yeah, everything's just redone.
I want to say that was a very succinct summary of a lot of super complicated details and lengthy videos over the last 4 weeks. So I think that's all pretty accurate. There's definitely a few things I'd probably want to add to and clarify. Though, if I can.
I'm sorry.
I want to set the stage a
Thanks
little
for
bit.
reminding me.
Why we went there,
Might have went in my
what we did as
spam
a channel,
folder.
and
Some of them
how
have
this all
been.
kind of played out. I mean, the premise of
If you have sent me an email, don't be scared to remind me, y'all. Make sure you know, hey, motherfucker, AD, I sent you a fucking email, bro. Because some of these are going to my spam folder, y'all. I got you, Spiteful. I'll figure it out. If not, we can fix it. You know that. We'll get you in there. Oh, show.
what we do on the channel is go to places, ask people questions. We wanted to make a video about West Virginia, and I know about the Whitakers just as anyone else knows about the Whitakers from Mark's videos. He apparently discovered them 20 years ago or something. Took a photo of them, came this thing, and he has all these videos, and I'm intrigued about them just as much as anyone else. So I reach my producer at the time, who is also named Tyler, no joke, reaches out to them, and we ask for the phone number to come down and visit. We get that exclusivity contract you mentioned.
Good,
his assistant named Noel says, we have an exclusivity contract.
Make sure you're heard.
Thank you for asking us. We appreciate you considering us, but basically you can't film with them. So I want to establish just off the bat here, I have no beef with Mark. There's not some long-standing multi-channel history with multiple videos of us poking at him. But I definitely want to be honest and say from the get-go, that raised my suspicion radar of what's going on here a little bit. It's pretty atypical to hear of something like that, unless you're like a Hollywood actor and also if you watch the family, it doesn't seem like something they could, consent to or
consent or sign. Yeah. They would need a guardian to sign for that almost.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's in my head. It just
it didn't come. Did it come through? It did. Terry Rucker. Happy Halloween to you, Terry Rucker. You know you get a shout out.
Right now, 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 right now.
It immediately brought some questions to mind of what's going on here. Just
go,
like Mark did originally. I said, why don't we just go down there ourselves, say what's up? We found someone who built a relationship with them, checks in with them daily. We offered, hey, we're just going to go bring some groceries down, say what's up. Cool. She gave us the information for the family. We meet up with the family. When we end up in West Virginia, I have no clue what's going on besides that email. And for all I know, because I think there was a month or two gap, there was no Whitaker update video on Mark's end. There's enough time to, there could be a house there when I showed up. That's brand new. For all I know. We show up, they're still living in the same piece of crap house, basically. You wouldn't want your grandparents
Okay, I was away from the thing. My bad.
living there. So my question is, I get this email that says, hey, you can't speak to these people or film with them. And I know about these GoFundMes, yet the house situation is the exact same. So there's some disconnect there. So we drop off the groceries. We basically do what is a wellness check, because there's also these videos on the internet at the time that are saying Betty's dead, Ray's dead. There's some channel spamming fake news of the family members dying every month, according to this channel. It's also the middle of winter right now. West Virginia's, in snow. It's kind of up a windy road. It's a bit remote. These are old people we're talking about. The story takes a little twist, but we show up there. They're all alive. The house is in as much disrepair as it was previously. And I asked them,
There you go.
what's going on with the money. This is what she says.
How's the house coming along?
What hell?
The
I don't know what hell. We have to mark about the hell.
What did Mark say about the house? Paige wants to get an update.
I don't know.
Okay. Do you think he's
More because we ain't got no more money in there. I don't know.
okay?
Well, no one killed us.
From my understanding, there's like, I don't know, $50,000 or $60,000 in there. Has Mark given you guys an update?
No.
Okay. When's the last time you guys have talked to Mark?
I took Mark the other day.
The other day? Okay.
Okay, cool.
Damn.
Glad you guys are alive. Here's the groceries. I learned that about the GoFundMe.
Email has been pinned.
Dip. And I basically leave with a bunch of questions of what's going on here.
How long were you there, if you don't mind me asking?
Probably literally less than 30, 40 minutes.
Okay.
If that's relevant.
Bro, that's what you did in 30 or 40 minutes, bro. What's up, Carolyn? Happy Halloween. That's what you did in 30 or 40 minutes? You went in there to make a hit piece? That's proof of it right there. I was only there 30 or 40 minutes. It was only done to do a hit piece.
Did you meet anyone else than what was shown in your video, or was it just the main group? Because you didn't meet BJ and them, right?
No, we didn't meet BJ. We didn't meet Larry. We didn't meet any of the grandchildren that are mentioned, or the children of BJ. We met everyone shown in the video. So literally just like, it's not like we showed up and content farmed. Like, we didn't show up and film for 10 hours or make 20 videos. It's like 7 minutes of however long the 30-minute video. It's not even a focus piece on this family. We're in West Virginia. We're on this road trip. At the end of the southwest corner of West Virginia is odd. I thought it'd be interesting to see what's going on there. We showed up. We spend 30 or 40 minutes there. We learn these things. We drop off the groceries. I fulfill some, curiosity of, I've seen this family on YouTube. They're like an international sensation. And I'm also just genuinely curious after getting that email of, is there something going on here? It's one of these situations where it smells like shit. It looks like shit. It feels like shit. But
shout out to the chickie in the chat. Too much mom in the chat. Too much mom with the drop. $20 drop. She said, Happy Halloween from Too Much Mom.
Right now, 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 right now.
Happy Halloween to you guys. This is just a fucking great holiday. You know what? It's been raining like the last 6 Halloweens here in my state. And tonight it's not raining. It's a little bit chilly. But hell, them kids are going to have fun tonight. Them children are going to have fun in my city tonight. No rain. It's just a little bit chilly. But they'll push through that. I used to fill up like pillowcases. I used to drop one off at home, come back and get the other. No shit, y'all. A lot of candy.
it turns out it was like chocolate pudding or something in between, because things get a little more complicated. I see this, we put out the video, and at the end of it, I gotta admit and owe Mark an apology here, because I'm highly passive aggressive with my word choice, how I say this. There's definitely some confusion, and I definitely think something shady is going on here. Whether or not I say that directly, the tone and how I said it was accusatory, and for that I do apologize to Mark. And I do think we could have learned all that we've learned by going to them saying, "Hey, Mark, we heard this back from the family. We stopped by for a visit. Would you like to add or clarify what's going on here with the money?"
Just that
he
little
probably could have
bit.
presented that same information.
Just that little bit. And he could have just ended it all, right? Hey, Mark, Betty said that you're not giving no money. What's up, my Frenchie? 13 pounds of candy is fire. Happy Halloween, you guys. Yeah, I only use pillowcases. Only use pillowcases. My kitty's over sleeping. He just looks at me every now and then. Yeah. Full size candy bars. I love the houses that just set the candy out. That don't last but like 4 or 5 trick or treaters and that shit's gone. Some little kid's gonna have to go up there and get it, even if it's just dum dums. They throw the whole thing in there. Some little stingy ass kid. Next year, AD will be holding a costume contest on this channel. Cash prizes. We're going to be doing a costume contest for sure.
Information, and then we would have learned where the money actually went. So I regret not doing that.
Yeah.
And I think part of the reason we didn't do that is because I didn't think there was a communication line there realistically.
Really?
In my
I don't
head,
have his email
the idea of
everything.
him saying there's an exclusive contract, we go there, we film with them, and then ask for like an itemized financial breakdown just doesn't seem like a realistic outcome that they would respond to.
Nice, San Diego.
So I guess we forced his hand to respond in some capacity. Basically, I get this email. There's questions raised in my head. I'm curious. We're making this video in West Virginia.
Yeah, I bought 2 bags of Halloween candy just for myself, and it was like $17, $18 just for 2 bags of Halloween candy. Oh, it's only 53 here. Yeah, he went down there to farm content, bro. That's what he did. And then he thought, well, fuck, Betty said he's not giving up the money. I'm going to make it look like Mark's a bad guy then. Talking about he ain't had no line of communication. This motherfucker's a joke. There ain't no line of communication. He has his email on every video. Every video.
He's not the only person that knows them, but there's very few people that have known the family and that have publicly had any record of interacting with the family. I find Paige. She connects us with the family. We show up, drop off the groceries. We learn this. Video goes out. I'm suspicious of what's going on here, and admittedly and regretfully, and this is my apology to Mark. It was accusatory, and we could have gotten the same information without questioning his honor and just wording everything like we did. We could have clarified with the email, and if he didn't respond, that would have been our answer. And if he did respond, there would have been our answer, right?
Yeah.
We could have given him, in hindsight, if I was in his position, I would have appreciated if someone like you are doing with me right now, following up and saying, hey, can we get your statement on this?
I'm going up to fucking Family Dollar tomorrow. I'm getting that candy cheaper tomorrow. Believe that.
Like, I have to be realistic. That's obviously how I would have wanted this to go down if I were him. So I understand the frustration on his end. But after that, a lot of things come to light and we learn a lot.
Michael.
So Mark responds with this video.
Firstly, it seemed like Mark was like kind of hurt by how you framed your video. He was first kind of like showing like, guys, I did not scam them. Here is all of the receipts that I actually sent them this money.
This brings up a good point. And this is something I'd like to clarify, is that I definitely get where he's coming from. And I agree. If I were in his position, I would have wished that someone would have sent me an email. Where I think it's a little bit tough for the viewer and myself is that there are tons of people in the comment section previous to me making that video asking what happened to the GoFundMe, where's the house. There's also smaller channels that have brought this up. And then it seems like
See, people have been questioning what's going on with the Whitakers for a long time, haven't they? And it's good for people to question. But, here we are left again, not knowing nothing.
the channel of my size is what it took to get that response out of him. From my perspective at the time, there's not a friendly communication line here. I think there's some level of, they don't want us to film there. Stay away. Mm-hmm. So it's like, hey, can you give us an itemized financial breakdown ASAP before we put out our weekly video? It doesn't seem super realistic, but maybe he would have, because within, 12 hours, there's a response video where he shows the bank statements and it's basically thousands of dollars every 2 to 4 weeks he's wiring to Betty Whitaker.
Mhm.
And this thing's
Well,
getting
it would have
interesting.
made you look a lot better if you at least showed an email that you made an attempt to reach out for some sort of response on it.
That's
I feel like that's a big thing you should have done differently in hindsight.
Oh, 100%. I agree. I think that's our takeaway here. It's like, just in hindsight, it's one of these tough things where it just doesn't seem like,
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like there's a friendly.
Yeah, no,
He said there's not a friendly line of communication. Bro, his email is in every video. Every video, guys. You can get a hold of Mark. That's how he finds his guests. They email him. What?
I see. Well, I mean, like, I understand he kind of shut you down previously already.
Yeah, I feel like I got the shutdown, like, get away, kid.
Yeah.
Get away, boy. He obviously thinks, like, I would have responded. But, the reality is there's some public pressure. Our video put a bunch of eyeballs on the situation, and he felt the need to respond. And he did. And he showed the receipts of the money.
And there's, like, no question that, like, no one has helped this family out like Mark has. Like, Mark has clearly done more for this family than, like, anyone else, it seems like. Although the money seems to have been misappropriated. Like, if he's raising money for a house, that should be going to a house. And then I'm also kind of shocked that it took 150 grand to find out. The money's not going to anything productive here.
Oh, I mean, there's levels to this conversation, but
bullshit.
We have to be realistic a little bit here too, right? I mean, part of the core points too of what I brought up in the original video was there's I think 14 videos at the time, a cumulative total of like 89 million views on YouTube. These are soft monetized videos. Like, there's a lot of money to be made. The family's benefiting off of Mark creating these GoFundMes and directing his audience to donate, and the audience is donating to the family, and Mark is going out there and he gets videos out of this that generate him money as well. And there's nothing wrong.
What are you saying? Mark shouldn't get anything? Hold on. See, this is where I don't get it, man. See, I understand giving the Whitakers help, but why is everybody that throws stones about people helping the Whitakers when they try to help themselves too? Why do people throw stones? Like, Mark was flying all the way out there, giving them cash, sometimes $5,000 in cash. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Mark did great for these people. So what if he got the view money? So what? Whippity do fucking die. He got the view money, guys.
I mean, this is like the business model of a lot of YouTube channels, right? Mr. Beast. Like, it's like the person on the other side benefits through the charity, and the charity is funded through the viewership. It's a cool thing. It's a unique thing to social media. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think it's a little bit dishonest to say that there's no incentive for him to be out there to make these videos and then, to sell books with their images in their faces. But that's cool. I think if everyone's consenting to everything and they like the guy, like, that's great. I don't think there's anything wrong with.
Cool.
I just want us to be honest with, there's a symbiotic relationship at play here.
Well, clearly he's benefiting, but they're also, like, he's helped them more than anyone. I don't think there's any other way they'd get funneled 150 grand over the span of a little over a year.
Well, let's keep walking down the storyline here and identify where the money went. I think that's part of an important lesson from the story.
It don't matter, bro. Mark was kind of swindled then. If you ask me, Mark was a little swindled because they were swindling the money from Mark, not giving it to what they said they were using it for. And then boom, it was gone. That's called swindling Mark. Mark not swindling them.
where we can go forward from this. He responds, I respond on the toilet. I want to emphasize here that the toilet has the best acoustics in any household. Tiny, little to no bounce back off the walls.
No one got
it's a
them
great
home.
place to record audio.
So why the Skyrim NPC music? Because that's how you responded to Brent Rivera as well.
They're going to remain where they are.
You know,
that's so sad.
I like the game. I like the sound design. Maybe I should have done it with no audio. I'll be honest. Maybe it makes light of the situation when it shouldn't have been. I don't know. I thought it was a silly touch. We threw it in there.
Because it almost makes it come across as like a parody.
Yeah, it almost makes my response ironic.
Yeah.
Listen, I made a mistake with the Skyrim music. It is what it is. I'm basically saying, listen, I just posed the questions. I was asking questions. All I did was ask questions. I'm not accusing him. But in reality, it was an emotionally charged reaction on my end. I responded within like 3 or 4 or 5 hours of his video. I do acknowledge, looking back, that it was accusatory through my tone, through the way the words were structured. Even if I wasn't explicit, it was implicitly like I called his honor into question. And then through my tone, I'm also implying there's something shady going down. Yeah. And it turns out there was something going down with the money. I think I was just pointing my finger at the wrong direction here, because the story gets even crazier.
It is very heartbreaking that all of this went down again and they still didn't get a home. And now they got 3 family members that were taken out of their home. And Brian's done too. Brian is done too. I asked Brian if he's having mixed feelings about it. You guys heard it. Because I thought he kind of was, maybe. Maybe he was. Trump ordered SNAP to be paid during shutdown. I knew it was going to happen. That would just destroy our economy, man. Maybe they didn't give a crap. Maybe they didn't, Twisted. Maybe they didn't. That's just sad, man. Who cares? Like, if they didn't get a home, they lost a home too. Those 3 lost their home. And they're in a better place. They are. And who knows? I don't know if they are or not. Some people say, oh, the state hospitals, they're bad to you. They're high profile people. So I don't think like being bad to them would be too good of you or of your hospital. They're high profile. Him and Mark were going to go half and get them a trailer, and then like the people didn't want to finance it if it was going to be for the Whitakers.
Yeah. You stirred the pot, and then things just got to a crazy boiling point.
Well, I think I flipped over the rock, and I thought there was something very specific under that rock, and it turns out it was something else entirely.
Yeah. So so what happens next, I guess, is what we covered in the intro, where BJ, who my understanding is the daughter of Betty,
daughter of Larry, from my understanding.
Daughter of Larry, okay. And she called Mark saying that Larry passed away. I also have a question. Did she call you?
This is a great point. So I am in Jamaica at the time. I get probably 84 phone calls, rough estimate, within a day, every 5 minutes or so, from an unknown phone number.
Right, be right, Nate.
I eventually answer like phone call number 40.
Yeah.
And I speak to BJ on the phone. She says, hey, I need $150 for some clothes and some groceries for the family.
I hope so.
First of all, I have never spoken to BJ. I've never met BJ. I know who she is by proxy of the family, but it didn't.
Look, man, I cover so many crazy people on the internet, usually to have fun with it. You know what I mean? And watch them tear their lives apart in front of all of us. You know what I mean? Like troll shit, you know? But for some reason, my heart got a little involved in this. And I found something that, I wanted to see better for, you know? I guess that's why I started to pick up the coverage of it. I wanted to see better for these people, man. And we all know they probably weren't coming home. They just probably weren't coming home. Need interviewed?
Meet her down there. I also have been told that there may be some drug problems involved as relates to her. And I'm also skeptical of just sending money to anyone for that matter and setting the precedent for being an ATM that could be used for questionable things. So I answer the phone. I say, hey, I'm in Jamaica right now. I'm going to be back tomorrow. We can hop back on the phone tomorrow, figure something out. I fly back to the United States. And also, she calls me like 40 times in between.
Wow.
So this is like insane behavior. I just want to establish.
Wow.
I'm getting phone calls from anyone is a wild thing. I don't know what's going on. I've never spoken to her before. I don't know how she got my number. I eventually answer. I didn't send her cash initially. I'm suspicious of what's going on here. I'm hesitant to set the precedent for being an ATM for the family that is in any function beyond getting them a home. The next day, I'm pretty certain I see the video with Mark. That video comes out where he hops on a red-eye flight, apparently, flies.
So she tried to get money out of Tyler too, bro. Wow. What the fuck?
To West Virginia and confronts her for using the money for other means.
Yeah.
But what you and your audience and the rest of the world has not seen or heard of what we've been up to behind the scenes the last 30 days. I did my toilet review, my toilet update, and then we've been working on something for the last 30 days I'd like to update you and everyone else on at some point, if we can.
We got to Mark's recent video, which was like a 50-minute long video where he just showed up and we found out Larry's live and well. And
Patrick hasn't said anything. Patrick hasn't said anything. I got word that Larry gave the truck back to Patrick 4 days ago. The Range Rover was given back to Patrick.
He also, I don't know if you noticed or watched the video, but they also asked about you. And Mark was like, I don't know him. I have nothing to do with him.
Yep. Yeah, I watched the whole thing. I mean, obviously, here's the only thing I would say is I spoke to BJ on the phone. I did not give her money. I was suspicious of what was going on, the urgency by which they needed money. None of it made sense. And also, she never mentioned her dad died. That was not the story sold to me. I was told we need money for groceries. And yeah, so she pitched me a
damn, BJ, you fucked over people that was really gonna help this family. Fuck, man. Foul, bro. Just foul.
different concept of why they needed money, which was groceries and food. But I never knew Larry died until I saw Mark's video.
I'm not sure.
Which apparently he was not dead. I learned the situation with Larry through Mark's 54-minute video. The day after I uploaded the toilet video, I'm like, all right, I see that Mark has sent the money. There's no money left in the GoFundMe's. We're going to get them a house. Let's figure out how to get them a house. So me and my producer, Matthew, we're basically working tirelessly to figure this out. And this is like his full-time project. Let's get them a house. So at first,
no fucking way, bro. No fucking way, bro. It's something new then. Damn. Patrick says, so has a video up. I'm not going to bring it over because it's just a video of somebody bringing the truck back to him. And it says, I've been silent for a minute, just trying to reflect on everything, but this kind of got me. This car was bought for the Whitakers so they could have transportation. When I first gave them the car, there was a stipulation that was to be used only by Larry, and it was Betty's car also. Okay. I recanted my original thought of putting my name in the title. I decided I wasn't going to be responsible in the event that it was going to be used as for the purpose it was bought for. So you can read the date of the video and see when it was brought back by a neighbor instead of Larry himself. What people don't realize is there's two ways out of this area, either right up past my house or down past Betty and Larry's. The day before this video took place, I had a conversation with Larry as to why my damn name was still attached to the car because the insurance was in my name. Only to find out on the night before this video, Larry and BJ was out hitting the back roads and mud holes in 2 counties over chasing the dragon's tail. I've come to the conclusion that no matter how nice you are or how much you offer, it's never good enough. I refuse to waste a damn speck more of my time. Enough is enough. Now we see why Brian backed out. The Whitakers keep shooting themselves in the feet, man. Over and over and over again, bro. They just keep blasting themselves right in the feet. And it's not Betty's fault. It's these 2 fucks right here. And that's sad because Betty's got to reap the fucking... It's not Betty out there running around getting high, I'm sure. Damn, he said it. He said Larry's using too. Damn. Yes, Patrick posted that. I don't know what to say, man. Damn, Whitakers. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? It's so awful for Betty, bro. It's so fucking stupid, man. Now, I understand if you don't want to support them. I get it. Sue them, baby. Sue them. Who's naive? Don't call me naive when you're in here just automatically start spitballing fucking conspiracy theories here. Don't call me naive as fuck. You just automatically start spitting fucking conspiracy theories out. And I'm like, what? And then you call everybody naive. Don't do that. We're good people over here. Ain't nobody over here naive. What's up, Joker? Yeah, ruined my whole evening, bro. Ruined my whole evening. Yeah, I did. That's what I checked out. I read what he posted. Sad, man, sad. You think Patrick was doing the shit with BJ and Larry? You're allowed to think that. That's sad, man. I think the Whitakers, the family just fucking used him up. Yeah, Patrick said Larry was using too. Yeah. I think the what we see from the Whitakers here, oh, we're gonna see the next person go down there. Watch and see. Watch and fucking see, y'all. And then they're gonna talk bad about Patrick or Brian or anything like that. Watch and see. Mark my words. Anybody want to mark my words? Come on, y'all. Mark my words. There's gonna be somebody else down there. Think it's the whole family? I don't know if it's Betty, man. What could she be using that wouldn't tear her heart apart? Yeah. You said that right, Layla. You said that right. Would I consider interviewing Sonny? Yeah, I'll interview anybody. They got to be pertinent to it. I mean, I don't know how pertinent to it to the Whitaker she is. She only went down there once. You're right, Native. I ain't going to the Whitakers. Hell no. Mark my words, though. Somebody's going to run down there and play Captain Save-A-Ho. Twisted's on it. I think the creators are backing out, man. They don't like what's going on. It's pinned. It's the pinned comment. Yeah, I think the you see where the problem lies. Well, if it's Larry using too, that's where the whole problem has been lying. Because if Larry's using, that's the pinnacle of the whole issue right there. Because he's actual fucking part of the family and shit. He's a brother to Betty. So if he's using, he used her up. Yeah, they just keep screwing themselves, man. And now those three got to pay for it. The three, I don't even know if they're paying for it, to be honest. I think they're better out of this mess. Yeah, the Larry died situation is very strange. Larry's using, in my opinion, a lot of people asked it. It's not anything that I could ever say that I'm not going to deny. A lot of people have said Larry could be using. And I'll tell you what, if Brian knows that, he'll back out too. He would back out quick. That's probably why you see Brian backing out too. Because why would you want to go down there and do anything with them after that? He said chasing the dragon's tail. I don't know. Yeah, I know. You're right, Diane. So sad, man. Those three didn't do anything wrong. They're probably in a better place. Let's be honest. I'd talk to Kenny in a heartbeat. I sent him a message on Facebook. I did see that part. I'm going to spend the rest of this time talking with y'all, man. I ain't got to watch that shit. I don't think Betty hit anyone. I think Betty just is an old lady that just don't know any better, y'all. She just don't know any better. And she's probably juggling, trying to protect everybody and don't know what she's protecting them from. Because if she's an old woman that's never used these types of drugs, she don't know what to look for. These are trained addicts here. They'll get anything under her skin. No, Eric hasn't done a statement yet. And maybe I had it all wrong about Eric too, you know. I will eat my words. Trust me on that. If Eric comes out and starts saying that he knew about it, well, he could anyway, but there's still a lot of money. And I think Betty should get it. I think Betty should get it. Only Betty. Just Betty. Move her the fuck out. Somebody needs to go get Betty and move her the fuck out. That's the best you can do to help the Whitakers now. Straight up. That's what it boils down to. Helping Betty. Because now I don't see anyone helping Larry or fucking BJ. I'm gonna give Brian a few days and maybe Brian will talk to us. I don't know. I don't want to pressure anybody. Maybe there's a reason why he didn't say anything. I don't know. I'll give it a minute, and then if Brian wants to talk to us, I'll give him an opportunity to speak to us. You don't think he's using? You just think he's been driving BJ around? Still just as bad. Best for everyone just to leave them alone? I agree. Chasing the dragon's tail means you're chasing the high. Everybody knows that statement. Well, not everybody, but most drug addicts do. Yeah. Sad situation, isn't it? Happy Halloween to you guys. That just broke my heart. Yeah, I played it. It just shows a lady bringing back the truck. Like somebody else brung the truck back. It wasn't even Larry. He wouldn't even show his face. They have a weird relationship. I agree. BJ and Larry. I agree. Happy Halloween, Florida. Happy Halloween, chat. How the hell? I would say, are you guys trick or treating? No, but you're in here with me. I appreciate y'all. I think Betty's the only one that anybody should help from here on out. Yeah, straight up. If you're going to go down there and help anything, help Betty. Get her out of that house. Leave BJ and Larry in that fucking stank shack. Yeah. Put fucking BJ and Larry in that stank shack at Roach Motel and fucking get Betty the fuck up out of there. If anybody wants to do it, that'd be the only one to help right now, though. And I would do it just to spite the other ones. If I was able to, I would. I would do it just to spite those other ones. I would get Betty and I'd get her the fuck up out of there and she'd have a great life for the rest of her life. For real, for real. That's how fucking evil I feel this is, man. Yeah, Eric could give Patrick his cut. Absolutely. This is all over, man. This is over. This is OV, man. What a way to go out. Damn, Whitakers. But they lost the 3, dude. Eric will have to be sued, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't. Yeah. Betty's just got those 2. What a joke. Yeah, she'll probably die of a heartbreak. Oh, always. One thing about them colors, they do shine. Yeah, he was. Dirty, man. Hey, man, you know what Patrick said, though? That's the old saying. You can help people, man, but if they don't help themselves, then you're just going to keep on giving and giving and giving and giving, man, and you're not going to see any growth. You're not. Yeah, I seen that. I seen it. Yeah, the Whitakers, the only one to help now is Betty, man. And I think all of the creators are pulling out. Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, I seen this. We're talking about it. We're talking about that video. So sad, man. That's so sad. Everybody's saying Brian got booted from him and all that. I don't think that's the case. I think Brian dipped, guys. I think he's dipped and he knows when to dip. He did the right thing, probably. Yeah, Watson can go down there and help. If you're gonna help anybody, just help Betty, man. That's the only one you should help now, because the other ones didn't give a fuck. They didn't give a fuck one. They wanted money, and that was it. Yeah, there's over rumors on Facebook now. Don't do that. Brian did not get booted. He did not get booted. Brian left the situation. I could tell he wasn't all in. I asked him in our interview, y'all. I asked him. I could tell he wasn't all in. I said, are you having different thoughts? Yeah, Betty's family. I bet they've just burnt a lot of bridges, guys. Yeah, you got to get her away from the other ones. That's a fact. Brian found out and got away in a hurry. Absolutely. Everybody enjoy your Halloween night, man. Make sure you check your children's candy because you know there's creepos out there like stick needles and drugs and shit in them. I want you guys to stay blessed and stay aggressive. We will be back again. I may take the night off tomorrow. So if I don't go live, you'll know that I am just fine. I just took the night off. We need for Brooke to break out of jail. Oh, there's plenty of crazies on the internet. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but we'll discuss this a little bit further. I'm sure there'll be more things popping out about this that will come to fruition. I'm going to give Brian some time, and then I'm going to ask Brian to come up maybe, and maybe talk to us about what happened or whatever. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. I don't want to tell you he will, but give him some time and maybe he will. That's why I kept a good rapport, y'all. I appreciate each and every one of you for being in here, hitting that like button, sharing this motherfucking live. Pray for the 3 that are gone, man. Oh, if I won the lottery, I'd get in my house just to say, here's the house. Here, Betty. Yeah, don't let this ruin your day. It's Halloween. If you're having fun right now, keep having fun. Have a blast, man. We knew at some point in time this was going to be something that the 3, what's up, Snuggle? The 3 were going to be gone probably forever. We called that over here. I never didn't think that. Good night to you, pretty bird. I never did not think that they wouldn't be gone. Because look at the situation they were living in. We all knew that. But let's pray for those people, man. Thank you, Thunder. Let's pray for them and hope they're getting taken care of. Hope that they're being treated correctly. Hope that they're eating well. And hope that they're maybe enjoying their better lives. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for hanging out with AD tonight. And happy Halloween, baby.